welcome everybody to episode 11 of the Head to Head podcast with your boys. You know, this is your boy Mo right here. Got my brother O. Welcome to episode 11, everybody. Dang, y'all. 11 weeks. 11 weeks y'all been tuned in to us, listen to us talk our mess and spit our knowledge on here. This week we bring you another special guest. We're bringing in Coach Chris Biggz, man. He's a household name in Central Florida, to be honest with you guys. He's gonna come on, talk about his brand of Apex Bully, and just tell his journey on actually from his playing days all the way through music and now into coaching. He's the assistant athletic director at Tohopekaliga. Dang, I don't even know how to say it.
I was gonna say Toho, bro.
Tohopekaliga, yeah. It's like Tohopekaliga. Yeah, it's Toho High School.
Tohopekaliga.
All right. Yeah.
It's
crazy. It's an old Indian name, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's Toho High School in Kissimmee, Florida. Actually, is it considered Orlando? No, I think it's Kissimmee.
That's Kissimmee.
Yeah, that's Kissimmee. Okay. So yeah. But we coached with him back at Liberty High School. He was actually on our coaching staff when we posted the best record in Liberty High School's history. We stood at 9-2, man. So got snubbed from the playoffs, but hey, he was a great piece to that puzzle that we put together, the coaching staff. And also, man, I just knew him for a long time, and he's always been a great guy, man. He's big into training, into sports training. He actually just put on a camp this past weekend with some college coaches that he knows from Anna Marie College up in Massachusetts. He got them to come down, and I believe he had over like 250 kids from all over the United States come to this camp. So, all you listeners, you high school guys that are trying to get some exposure in the Central Florida area, hey, this might be your guy. If you need somebody that you really need to train with, he has his own brand. His brand is called Apex Bully. We're actually going to get him on here, and he's going to talk a little bit about that too. All right, so, hey, we appreciate you guys tuning in to episode 11. This is the Head to Head podcast. We're going to have another dynamic one for you guys. Welcome to the Head to Head podcast. We welcome in our brother, Coach Chris Biggz. Everybody knows him as Coach Biggz. Welcome to the show, brother.
What's going on, fellas?
How you doing?
Good,
bro?
good.
So, we gave you a little... We gave the listeners a little intro to you, but we really want to hear like your story from you. So just give the listeners and our viewers a quick biography of you. Tell us about your journey, where you grew up and everything like that, and where you're at now.
All right. Well, first off, bruh, I want to say thank you, man, because this is huge. We're gonna kick it like we kicked it in class, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So I've been excited all day, sitting back like it's gonna be Chopper City. So a little bit about me. Grew up in Tangelo Park in Orlando, Florida. Or for the hood, Orlando, Florida. I went to Tangelo Elementary. I went to Conway Middle School. High school, I went to West Orange for a year while Dr. Phillips was being built, and then I was in the second graduating class out of Dr. Phillips. Got a chance to go to Bethune-Cookman for about 2.5 years. Worked with their football program there. Played football all the way up through until I got to Cookman. Had some knee injuries. But I think Cookman is where I really fell in love with learning about football, like the real life of football. Prepping for games, learning schemes, learning designs, figuring out, what makes a D-line really work, what an offensive line is trying to do. And then after I got out of Cookman, I came home. I got into the retail game. Did retail for about 15 years, all the way up to a district manager position, handling about 20 stores. Worked for Demo. Shout out to Demo, all my people out there, they remember that. Come in there, get that Sean, John, and Ichi. Fubu, Fat Farm, yeah, all that. And then after I did that, I know, right? I'm dating myself. But after I did that, yeah, there you go, Johnny Blaze. After I did that, I found out that my first love was always working with kids. It was always training. It was always trying to be a mentor, trying to be an agent of change for people. So I started really getting into youth football. I started training more kids. I went and got my certification, became a certified fitness trainer. After I became a certified fitness trainer, I worked for an indoor training facility. During that period of time is really when everything started to take off for me. I worked for Kamani Herring. He was on the 2000 Super Bowl with the Ravens. Got a chance to learn a lot about training techniques from him. He was an All-American at Penn State. And he really took me over and took me under his wing and taught me a lot of stuff. And from there, I was blessed to meet LeVar Arrington. I got a chance to work with LeVar, and he saw my passion for what I did. And he was like, the sky's the limit. I'm going to give you an opportunity. So I got a chance to coach the 8th grade UA All-America game. And I got a chance to coach with some great guys. I got a chance to sit down and listen to Deion Sanders. I got a chance to sit down and ask these guys questions and really find out more philosophy about coaching football. Because it's really deeper than just what people think. It's more than just lining up in front of somebody and knowing what a 2-eye shade is. And then from there, it just grew. I got a chance to get into high school after coaching Osceola Panthers. I coached the Osceola Panthers for 8 years. I was the vice president of Osceola Panthers for about 7.
Shout out to them boys, man.
Yeah. Big shout out to them, man. Actually, now they're the Osceola Cowboys. But they just went to AYF. Yeah. They just went to AYF. They got second place. They lost to the OG Ducks.
Yeah, they lost to the Ducks. I was just about to say that. The 14U lost to the Ducks. They lost, but shoot, that's second in the nation, man. And the Ducks, just to give y'all a little insight on the Ducks, man, in California, people drive 3 hours each way just to take their kids to practice. All right, so the OG Ducks is a real deal. Shout out to them Cowboys. All right?
Absolutely.
My bad, bro. I just had to get that in there, represent.
It's all good. It's all good. Got to represent for the city. But yeah, then after that, man, I got a chance to coaching at the Osceola Panthers on that level. I got a chance for people to tell me how much they really cared and loved what I was doing. I got a chance to see kids grow up through the program and really go out there and attack things. So one of our coaches talked to me and he was like, "Yo, you need to go to high school. You need to go coach high school." So I was like, "Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to coach high school. I didn't want to get out of my comfort zone. I was really good where I was, but I had a close friend of mine pull me out of it, gave me an opportunity. I took it, and got a chance to coach with Mo. Me and Mo were JV coaches, along with our varsity roles that we carried. Mo was the head. I was the DC. Just had a good time, and we actually got a chance to see those kids grow and the program grow. And we also got a chance to see them move on to that varsity level and be impact players for us. Then the next year, I get to coach with O. O comes in, defensive line minded, and me and him just gelled and kicked it. But so you guys understand, these three faces that you see right now, if you've never seen us in practice, you have never seen a live practice. Because let me tell you, me and O and me and Mo battle. I mean battle. His thing was he told his O linemen they got to keep us out of VIP, and I told him our D linemen we coming to stand on couches.
Oh no, bro, we taking them out the club. Take them all the way out the club. Talking about sitting them in their car, take them all the way out. His mindset.
Hey, it was a blast.
It was fun, man. We had fun, and we was good, y'all. Like I said in the intro, we was 9-2. That's the best record at that school. We was good. We was and the thing is, we were 100%. Young. That's the crazy part. We were young, so.
Yep. We had a lot of talent, and you had coaches that knew what they were talking about. You know, it wasn't we didn't wait till second half to make adjustments. Like you were coming off the field, we're making adjustments right away and making things happen. So like I think that was the greatest thing about that coaching staff. Plus, it was a great blend on that coaching staff. You had young fiery cats, and then you had some old heads with some salt and pepper. You know, could balance out the energy.
Yeah.
But it was great. Like it was a great coaching room. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to find a coaching team with that kind of balance. And then from there, from Liberty High School, I went on, and now I'm at Toho High School, Tohopekaliga. And I am
That's how you say that.
defensive. Yeah, that's it. Tohopekaliga.
Hey, how you say it?
Tohopekaliga.
Hell nah. Where they come up with these? Man?
Everybody call us Toho, man. But yeah, I've been over there now 2 years, going on 3. Defensive line coach. I was assistant weightlifting coach, and as currently I am the assistant athletic director. That's my journey.
That's dope.
Hell of a journey too.
Dope. You know, climbing the ladder.
It's been fun.
Climbing the ladder.
It's been fun.
Man, just to give y'all
It's
a little
been fun,
insight.
man.
So me and Biggz, we what year was it? I want to say 2017, 2018, right? That's the first year we started coaching together. We had, like you said, we had JV football. I want to say we probably lost 1 game that year, 1 or 2.
That was it.
Good, man.
That was it. We lost to Osceola by a touchdown.
Yeah, that was it. Yep, that was the only game. But you know, it's all right. We could have ran the board, but it's okay. But the next year, I actually asked this man to be my assistant basketball coach. You know, pull him out of his comfort zone again. You know, because, hey, I told him. He was like, bro, I never, he said, I play pickup basketball. I said, I know that. I said, man, I haven't played organized basketball since 9th grade. I said, and my team is one of the best in the county. I just need somebody else that's like me, you know, that's fiery like me, but can pull me aside. Because I don't know if you guys understand, in basketball, like, being a coach is hard too, because your emotions, everything is right there to see. And you have to go fight for your players, but at the same time, you can't get kicked out the game. So you need somebody there to reel you down or to talk some sense into you sometimes. Because, man, I ain't gonna lie, being a basketball coach is fun. I want to say, I don't know, I want to say coaching basketball is a little bit more fun than football. Just a tad bit, I guess, but you know, football is my heart. But basketball is fun just because, like, it's
the
right
conditions
there,
are better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We inside. It's lovely. That's what I like, to be honest with you. And the games go by quicker. So
that was a big change. It does.
Yeah. That was fun.
But you know what, man, Mo? That was an awesome experience, man. We do our little video after every win.
Yeah.
You know what? I learned more about learning how to coach. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't so much of me having to know the X and O's. It was more of me understanding the kids. It was more of me understanding what you wanted to get out of the kids. It was more of me being able to say, okay, you know, like I learned, you know, the stats thing and all of that stuff. But I also understood that I was there for your support. Like I was there to support you 110%, you know, and it was great. Like I think that really helped me to understand.
Yeah. It got to a point where you knew exactly what role each kid on the team was supposed to play. And you knew exactly
100%
when I wanted to get them in. And I was like, hey, yeah, go ahead. It got to a point where you could have coached the game. I could have just sat down. You could have coached it. And you would have knew exactly what we was trying to do.
I don't know about that.
Man, you could have did it.
I don't know about that, bro.
See, that's the same thing you said when I asked you to be my assistant. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I like, bro,
you right.
Good. But you can do it. I know you can do it, man. That's just fun, man. Yeah, man, to give y'all a little.
I found out only one basketball coach can stand up at a time.
Oh yeah, man, he almost got us teed up, man. The boys was about to shoot. I'm like, hey, bro, you gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. Yeah, we almost got teed up for that, bro. We was killing folks 74-13. We was beating folks 74-13. I'm talking about running my division. Hey, you remember that time? Bro, you remember that time we were beating the team so bad? Coach Edwards, he was our AD at the time.
The press.
Edwards came over there. Yeah, he was like, hey Mo, man, call the press off, bro. You winning. I was like, man, I'm trying to get cause we was trying to practice the press for the tournament.
Yep.
I was like, man, I'm trying to get my practice in. Like, hey, we pressing the whole game, bro. We up by like,
them coaches were hot.
40. We up by
they whole coaching staff was sitting down. They wasn't moving.
Hey, they whole coaching staff sitting down. Why am I still up coaching, bro? We up by 40. I'm yelling at my kids, calling timeouts.
And mad if they break the press. I mean, mad. Get over here, get out.
We trying to win the tournament, man. Forget that. I had to get that practice in, man. But yeah, we was good, man. That jump was cool, man. Dang, dog.
It was. So I learned a lot.
Yeah, man. So I know your story, man. You went into retail and all, and that really brought you into like into the music limelight, right? So just dabble in about that, man. Just dabble in like how you tried, cause I remember at one point you was telling us, you know, we worked in the classroom together, y'all. So it wasn't just practice. We was with each other all day. So I remember you was telling us that
y'all supposed to have a cooking show, an eating show.
Hey. Yeah.
Not the way y'all used to put it down. What was that, Texas de Brazil? Y'all used to kill it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I still got some of them videos.
Look at it.
Man, that man was eating for 2 hours and was mad at me because I was full. Like, bro, come on, man. We in here for 2 hours. All right, so tell us a little bit about your journey from from sports into the retail world, and also, you used to tell us a little bit in the classroom, because hey, y'all, we just didn't coach together. We was also in the classroom like all day, so we spent all day together. So we learned a lot from him. While he was in the retail world, he actually dabbled with the music industry. So just give us a little highlight of your music life. How did that transpire for you?
Well, I was always into music, or always into writing. My mother was an English teacher, so if I messed up, man, I get them whoopings. But she also had me like open a dictionary. I have to write a word and write 5 sentences with each word, and like she made sure I had an extensive vocabulary. She made sure I was doing stuff. But I would write poetry, and one of my partners, Chris James, sat down and listened to me one day, and he was like, "Oh, bro, you can rap?" And I was like, "Nah, man, I don't rap." He's like, "Come by my uncle's house," and his uncle used to be in the Supreme Posse with Magic Mike, and he had just broken apart from that. He started his own thing, Supreme Posse, and that's how I got put on to like putting poetry to music, and from there, man, it just became a hobby. It became a love of writing. And as I kept doing it, I kept getting better and better. I got into college when I was at Cookman. Met up with my lifetime best friend, Brian Randolph, Be Nice. And he was like, "Bro, let's put a group together." So we became the Polo Kids. And we started rhyming. And we did shows. We opened up for like Clay D. I know I'm aging myself right now, boy. But we did like Clay D. We did JT Money. Anybody that came through Bethune-Cookman. Yeah. Poison Clan, like all of them cats. Anybody that came through, like we would open up for them. One of the biggest things that we did though is we did a opening act for Leaders of the New School, Tribe Called Quest, Busta Rhymes. And we did that in Tampa, and that was like that one blew us up and put us on the map. Then we got a chance to do Black College Reunion. So that one was the one that like really set us up and like really made me see like, man, I can kind of move around in this music game. And then from there, I just started doing more and more stuff. I got with different groups. I did ghostwriting for some artists. I worked as management for some artists. It was just a good thing. Like it was fun. Like I learned a lot. And but the music game is shady, man. It's so cutthroat and nasty, and you never know who's really on your side. And it just really kind of wears you down. Plus, if you don't got money, music game is not where you want to be.
You gotta have money to make money, man.
Absolutely. And everybody in the music game got an angle. So they're gonna tell you to work with this one person. This one person gonna set you up and take you as far as they can. They're gonna give you another door person. They'll take you as far as they can. But this bottom person still want money when you making the money up here. He need to get his cut. That person need to get his cut. But by the time you get back here, you ain't no cut for you. You still got to record. You still got to get studio time. You still got to pay producers. Like, you still got to clear samples. Like, it was chaotic. But it was fun. It was fun. Like, I got a chance to open up and do some big shows. I got a chance to hang out with a lot of people. I did music with one of my close friends. His name was Tony Henderson. And he was first cousins with Bobby Brown. So I got a chance to, like, meet Whitney Houston. I got a chance to do Vibe Live. I met Biggie. I met Junior Mafia. I got a chance to meet Pot before he died. Like, I got a chance to do a lot of stuff. One of the biggest things I did was I got a chance to do security back in the day. I did security for Outkast. I got a chance to, like, freestyle with them, and, like, they liked my stuff. Hit me up with Shanti Das. That was their manager at the time. So, like, it was fun. I got a chance to really, like, experience some things.
That's one of them things like don't knock it till you try it. You know what I'm saying? I preach, hey, while you young, try stuff out. You never know, it might lead. At the end of the day, it might not work, but at least you got them experiences with you. You know what I'm saying? The good times, bad times, and you learn from those experiences. So shoot, don't knock it till you try it.
Lifelong stories.
You try the music stuff. You met a lot of people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shoot.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah. That's some dope stuff, man.
Man.
And then when we was in the classroom, we used to tell these music stories and all the stories, like, going into detail. We ain't gonna put that stuff on the live, but
yeah, I can't do that.
We were like, oh snap, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got two questions for you, right? I got two questions for you.
Sure.
So you dabbled around with the music. You know what I'm saying? You played ball growing up. Mm-hmm. You did the coaching stuff. So how'd you find your niche? How'd you find out that coaching, like, damn, I could do this. I love doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. And then two, how did that niche, once you found that niche, how did that go into building Apex Bully and explain Apex Bully?
Okay. Well, I think I found my niche because I was really blessed all my life to be around a group of amazing men. And my uncle, Tank Johnson, Lloyd Tank Johnson, was the athletic director for Bethune-Cookman. So growing up, I was always in the midst of watching him work. And at the same time, my godfather was Larry Little from the undefeated Dolphins. When he went to Bethune-Cookman, my uncle was the one that actually recruited him to come to Bethune-Cookman from Miami. So I got a chance to be around that kind of circle and that kind of dynamic guys, and I think that really, like, it sat with me. My uncle Tank is one of the founders of the Florida Classic between Bethune-Cookman and FAMU. So I got a chance to see him, like, work this whole thing, not just be stuck with just football, but he worked the whole gamut of all the sports for Bethune-Cookman. And I got a chance to see him put a cast of great African-American coaches around each other. And I saw him, like, build them and help them grow to go. Even once they left Bethune-Cookman, he made sure they became successful wherever they went. It wasn't just him working with them for a little bit and letting them go. He stayed attached to them. He kept growing them. So I knew in my life that I wanted to emulate him by all means. So I think once I stepped foot into coaching, I was really able to see and draw comparisons to the things that he did and where I wanted to go with my life and be able to merge those things together. And I was like, you know what, this is it. I get a chance to help young kids that, you know, are trying to find their way. I get a chance to help people that are downtrodden and don't feel like they have anything. I can work with them and maybe give their life a little bit more than what they think they can have. And I think that was the biggest push, and that sparked and created Apex Bully. Apex Bully, like I said, I had the great opportunity to work with Ricardo from XP and LeVar Arrington, and they would preach that you're a brand. You are a brand. Don't let anyone tell you anything other than that. You are a brand. And in order for you to be a successful brand, you have to learn to market yourself. You have to learn to understand what's your dynamic. You have to understand, like, what's your power, what's your push. Whatever you're passionate about is what you should be doing for the rest of your life. So when he started telling me that, I was like, man, I need to do this coaching thing, but I see all of these kids that are lacking skill sets, that, you know, want to play on a different level, but yet they just got the will to want to play, but they haven't gotten the tools to be able to play. So I started training kids. I started training, working with Kamani Herron. I learned all of these technical skills and how to format training plans. And I learned, you know, body mechanic, body movements. And I started saying, you know what, this is it. This is where everything comes together. I'm going to build my brand. I'm going to make myself a brand. So we sat down and I was like, in order to be a brand, right, you want to be the best. You want to be the top. You want to be the apex. So apex, you know what I'm saying? Apex Predators, apex. I want to be an apex. And then we coach linemen, right? So we want linemen to be bullies. You know what I'm saying? Not bullies in school, but we want them to be bullies. When they put their hands on somebody, it's all about being able to move them where we want them to go and get them out of the way. Get on, get off, and make the play. All right, so we started working with that, and I was like, man, I think that's it. We're going to call it Apex Bully. And we started working Apex Bully, and I started out of my I started Apex Bully, no lie, with like 17 cones that was strapped together with a belt, and I used to go to the field and put the cones out and work drills with my sons. It was Donovan and Biggie, and one day one of he's now my son Trey walked up and was like, "Hey, coach, can you train me?" I'm like, "Dude, you're a receiver." I was like, "Come on, get on these cones." Start working his footwork, and the rest is history, man. I feel truly blessed to be doing what I've done, and I can truly say, if there's an athlete in Central Florida or definitely in this Kissimmee area, they 9 times out of 10 have done some kind of drill with me, or they've been in my garage, or they've been to Joe Day Field with me. I've just been very blessed. I've been very blessed to work with a lot of kids and see kids go from, like I said, Osceola Panthers into either Osceola High School, Liberty High School, Toho, and on into college. You know, it's just been a blessing, man.
For sure. So you leading us right into our next question, man. You gave these folks a little insight on what is Apex Bully. You gave us the foundation of, you know, how you started it. So I'm gonna ask you, like, truly, like, okay, what is the brand? Like, what do you guys offer? I gave a little insight to the people. Apex Bully, you guys put on camps for people. You guys just had a very successful camp. You got the T-shirt on right there, you know. Dan Maroney, the football camp, he had it over this past weekend, and I'm telling you, like, when I say Apex Bully is truly a brand, people, it's truly a brand, because I'm going to let him say it, but get a little teaser. He had over 250 kids at this camp. Not just from Central Florida. I'm talking about from the nation. So Just give these people an insight of what truly is Apex Bully, what you guys offer, what you guys do, and just some of the stuff that you guys, provide for the community and stuff like that.
Okay, so Apex Bully is changed and it's grown so much. So right now it is actually Apex Bully Unlimited. One of the biggest reasons that we changed it is because, again, growing up and working in retail and working for Demo, I got a chance to sell Mark Echo stuff. And Mark Echo was Mark Echo Unlimited. Why? Because he didn't want to have a limit to what he was doing. So I've changed and we kind of opened up the brand. But the brand itself started out as a O-lineman, D-lineman training. It was everything from graphs and skills to weights, to food prep, to learning how to do proper smoothies and how to do natural juices and drinks. I've even gotten into understanding a little bit more about different herbs that you can take and add to your smoothies that'll help you and get a better workout or get a better recovery. So that's one side of the company as far as Apex Bully. We've also, like I said, we've dibbled and dabbled now into like drinks and juices, learning how to do things naturally. O was a huge component, and Mo with his cave workouts. You two dudes have always, y'all say y'all learned from me, but man, I learned a lot from you two. And when it got into, the fitness, I was always, we sit there and talk real shop about, different ways to grow muscle and different ways to lose weight. But I've been on this journey now, and I've been a vegetarian now for over a year. I started out at like 330 pounds, and I wanted to lose and get down to 250 before I turned 50. I turned 50 August 16th, and I dropped it probably like 3 days before my birthday. I hadn't got on a scale all through the season. I was worried about it. I was saying, oh man, I probably done gained weight. I jumped on the scale yesterday. I'm at 248. So next goal now is to get down to like 230. But it's all about health. I appreciate it, bro. Like I said, man, you guys inspire me, man. Like, I know this is a sidebar, but anybody listening, anybody watching, man, don't use IG and social media for the natural devices. Use it for things that really help you. Like, I really went through and I like cleansed my IG. Like, I dropped a whole bunch of people. Because I didn't need that. I didn't need the extra distraction that makes you sit there and do this and waste time. So right now, I have my IG super focused. Like, I only deal with, like, people that mean something or people that are trying to do something. Like it's got to be inspiring. And I don't mean somebody that's just selling me smoke. I don't need that. I'm talking about people that are real, genuine, that that they're they're struggling where they come from. Like, Coach E, when you guys did that with her, like I went and followed her and like really got into it and was like, yo, like she's 110% about her business. Coach D, and the changes that he's done with himself, and like these people, those are the type of people that you want to use IG and Twitter for. If you just on there trying to keep up with the Joneses, delete it, man. Get rid of it because you're wasting your time. But back to this, Apex Bully. So we deal with the athlete. We also deal with the health, and now I'm starting to get into more of the spiritual side of everything because it's mind, body, and soul. So I'm really starting to get into more of my meditation time. I make sure that I'm in my Bible every day. I'm really trying to do things that take care of my mental health because it's tough. Like I'm not scared to admit it, man. Like I've battled with depression. I've battled with anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Because we get caught up in the worldly things of people saying, oh, you gotta have this or you gotta have that. Man, it's not true. It's not. We cause ourselves to live outside of our means. We cause ourselves to spend money when we don't have to spend money. Nobody said you gotta have Jordans. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? I see kids that tell me all the time, oh man, I don't have this because I can't do this, but yet you rocking Jordans, but you can't do you can't. Yeah. Bro, they wear brands they can't even pronounce.
Yeah. Balenciaga shoes.
Balenciagas. For what?
Exactly.
Catch me at Ross.
I go get them 2 for $80 Adidas shell.
Really? Bro, you catch me
them 2 for $80 Reebok Classics. I'm done.
There you go. Catch me in these Chucks, homeboy.
Exactly, man. I don't even care. Shoot.
But man, that's been the apex. That's the niche. That's what we do. And like I said, man, you guys have been super inspiring to help me. Like, I got a chance to watch Mo play high school ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this has been a great journey, bro.
Yeah, man. You see me grow for real, man. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like you said, you knew me since I was 15, 16, 17. And here I am, dang on 28. So, yeah, that's a long time, man. So, yeah. So, it is what it is. You see me from everything from playing to leaving, playing high school, then leaving, playing college ball, and coming back and coaching with you. So. And then you see me leaving coach college. So, yeah,
absolutely.
Now you see me just in the recruiting world, trying to find my footing. But yeah, man, it's been a great journey, to see you grow. Because I remember with you coming in, shoot, you, like you said, you was just a D-line coach. Now look at you, bro. You the assistant AD. You growing. Your brand is growing. Apex Bully is now nationwide. It's gonna be a household name one of these days. Apex Bully. If you came through Apex Bully Unlimited, man, they know that's a good brand. So with that being said, man, just tell us a little bit about your future. Highlight the camp that you just had, man, because I know that's a big stepping stone for you. So what do you think is the next steps for y'all after that huge camp and how successful it was?
Wow. Big shout out to Dan Maroney and his staff at Anna Maria College out in Paxton, Massachusetts. We brought the snow down here. They came down to Florida. It was crazy, man. We went up to, my son plays at Anna Maria College. He was a running back. Now he just moved to middle linebacker. And I've just always had a good connection with their coaching staff. I've always been able to. I think it spawns from the kids follow me on IG and on Twitter, and they see like the defensive stuff that I do. So they would always like catch me when I'll be up there, like, "Hey, coach, what do you think about this technique? If I do this, what do you think?" So I've kind of built up a rapport with the players, and I think the coaches kind of respected me for the fact that they see these players like look up to me and talk to me, and like they feel like they can connect with me. So I built up a bond with the coaching staff. We went up to watch them play Gallaudet, and after the win, we were kind of like talking, and I know he does football camps, his football showcases up there, and I asked him, I was like, "You ever thought about coming to Florida?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know. You think it would work?" I was like, football works in Florida. It's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? It's sun, it's grass, it works. And I think he kind of contemplated and he thought about it, and he hit me up and he was like, "Let's do it." So, one of the perks of being an assistant athletic director is I get a chance to speak these things into existence and sit down and talk to the admin team and leadership team and tell them what's going on. And we have a great principal. His name is George R. Scott. He loves football. He believes in football, and he believes in kids being successful. And I sat down and told him about it, and he was like, "Biggz, make it happen. I got your back. I support you."
Hold on.
Yes, dude.
R.
George R. Scott. Yes.
He was our AP.
Scott? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Oh,
yep,
wow.
He's our principal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big check.
Oh,
So
I know
he-
y'all get. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
okay.
he believed in it, man. We locked in. We sat down and I started working with Dan Maroney and we started figuring out what we needed to do, and we got it going. I went up and they basically reached out to certain kids that, you know, they wanted to see. And I reached out to all the local high schools around the area. And we did it, man. Like, when I say Florida showed up, they showed up. Like, they came out.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That's, like I said, just coaching college ball, being in charge of recruiting Florida, me being a Floridian, playing high school ball in Florida, I know the potential it has as a recruiting grounds, man. It's hot down there, man. You always find kids that come up. They don't care about the weather, none. As long as they get another chance to play ball, they're gonna take that chance and go up north. You know what I'm saying? So that's big,
bro. Listen,
we exposure.
There's another side.
We told them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we told them that the gates open at 9:45. I got there at like 6:30. We had people already waiting at 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
like it was insane. The temperature was great. It was a great sunny day. But we had kids from everywhere. We had kids from California, Detroit, Fort Myers, Tallahassee, Key West, New York. Like it was just crazy. And I'm sitting there and I'm talking to these parents, and they're like, "Man, we love your facility. It's great over here. Like, you know, we're from Detroit." So I'm thinking like they just moved from Detroit and they just brought their kid to this camp. And they were like, "No, we flew in this morning for this camp." I was like, wow. Like it made me really sit back and understand, like, if you build it, they'll come. If you give the right platform and you put the right people in place, these people will come, because these kids want opportunities, you know. And we were talking before about the transfer portal. Like, bro, like, I don't think people realize this portal thing is like really destroying what these kids coming out of high school have. Because now these kids can't jump in there and go get these scholarships and go get places. Why? Because you got a school that might be a lower level D1 school, and they get a higher level D1 person that enters the portal. Who do you think that lower level D1 is going to take? They're not going to take a chance on the kid coming out of high school. So, you know, now you got these kids sitting around in limbo, and then that high up D1 is not going to pull those small town kids to come up there and fill that spot that big guy left from. So, like, it's you know, I'm starting to see things from a different light. Like I said, football is more than just playing the game. It's more. It's a lot behind it. And being in the assistant athletic role, I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to understand it more. Right now, we're trying to get kids into school. We're trying to get all these different, you know, volleyball players into college. Now I'm trying to help get baseball guys. I'm talking with our coach, Nico Martel, and trying to help him. But he's an amazing dude. Like, he already has all of these connections and filters in to help these kids. But I just want to bring something different to the table. You know, I don't want to be the typical, you know, assistant AD. You know, my goal is to be an athletic director, and I don't want to be the typical one. I want to be just like my uncle was.
That's mad respect. Just a side note, man. This you know, season 1's almost over. You know, we have a great guest in Biggz right here. All of our people that we brought on here, man, they elevate. You know what I'm saying? They elevate.
Elevate.
Just going back to when we was in All in Liberty, you know what I'm saying? We were all paraprofessionals. We don't get paid jack. Right? We out here struggling, going through it. Boy. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, going through a stressful day in that classroom. We go out on the football fields and coach. Tired, all just dead tired from the day, but we still go all hard 100%. You know, we all elevated. You know, I went to coach college ball. Now I got a better job, got a house, family. Mo, better job. You know, he's got his little situation going on, doing good. And now Biggz, you know, this is the first time really talking to him in a couple of years. To see him as an assistant AD, bro, like I said, that's big respect. I'm just proud of the growth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just proud of the growth. And then, shoot, because I remember them days like yesterday in the classroom, we all just talking about life. You know, we just going through it. You know, these checks ain't cutting it. and now you climbing a ladder, and then boom, that's just big respect, man. Always elevate, and that shows you the people, like he said earlier, the company you keep around you, it affects your life, right? If you're around people that 100%. Elevate, eventually you're gonna find your way. You're gonna find your way to elevate. That's all I got. That's my little side note right there.
100%. I tell our kids that same thing every day. I'm like, yo, if you're the sharpest person in your group, it's time for you to switch groups, because now everybody's pulling everything that you have and you're losing. They're gaining, you're losing. So you need to go to another level where somebody else is pushing you. Somebody else is trying to make you strive for greatness. You know, you gotta keep great people around you. You gotta read. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's always something for you to do. It's always something for you. You know, I tell kids, get off your phone unless you're really researching something. But stop watching TikTok videos all day long. Stop doing TikTok challenges. That ain't gonna help you grow, and it's not gonna help you get anywhere. Find something that's gonna challenge you and make you grow.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
All right, man. Yeah, so that's great, man. You know, the future of Apex Bully looks bright. So we're gonna switch a little bit personal now. So what are your future plans and goals? You know, like what you got set up for yourself, and what you got set up for Apex Bully Unlimited itself.
Well, the next goal for myself is I'm currently getting ready to go back into school. It's my turn to take care of me now. I need to go ahead and finish my degree because that's going to be necessary for me to continue to move up so that I can get into an athletic director position. So that's the next thing. And then as far as for Apex Bully, hopefully we can continue. Well, it's definitely right now we're in the process of starting to plan out the 2022 Dan Maroney camp to come back to Florida, and also I want to kind of reach out to other colleges that may see or want to see how they can kind of get involved in the state of Florida, and maybe help their recruiting out. So I really found out with this camp, man, it's a very valuable thing for our athletes. This showcase got them a chance to put them in front of other schools that normally don't step foot in the state of Florida, and get a chance to extend not just their chances to play football on the next level, but to get their education so that they can just continue to grow. So yeah, I think the next big step is to see where I can help maybe facilitate more showcases or camps to come into this area, to be able to help our kids. It's valuable. It's something that really needs to happen, and there's a ton of colleges out there. You guys know this, that when they recruit, they only recruit in their area. They don't step foot out of their area, and most schools are kind of scared to come to Florida because they think that kids from Florida don't want to go anywhere else, which is not true. You know, like I said, my son he's a Florida boy, but you know he loves Paxton, Massachusetts right now. He loves Anna Maria College. Like, I mean, I can't see this kid. He don't wear nothing else. Every time he come home, it's all AMC gear. He don't wear regular clothes no more. But he's got that kind of love and passion for his school, and I love it. And so he's an example. He's a kid, you know, Mo and we sat down and we talked. Like, we had real life conversations. So, you know, parents, if you're out there listening, I'm gonna give you the 100. You know, my kid he's not the fastest kid. He's not the tallest kid. My kid is one of those kids that checks the boxes off as far as football IQ. Very smart as far as knowing what the game is. He knows formations. He understands what can come out of those formations. He understands what a defense is trying to give him and what he can take. He's that kind of kid. Plus, he has a great work ethic. He's a hard-nosed kid. He's going to go to work every day. But the same way I'm telling you that, it's the same way I had to push and sell him to other schools. Because some schools, if you don't have a fast 40, if you're not bench pressing, you know, 335 for this amount, you're not squatting 450, like, they don't want to look at you. But we all know from being a part of this game, it takes more than just those boxes being checked to play football. It takes more. You need a kid that can understand the game. You need a kid that can actually be a coach on the field, a general on the field. You need those kids, and those kids may not be the ones that check off the boxes all the time for the eyeball test. So these kind of showcases and these kind of camps give those kids the opportunity to get out there and show their wares and show what they can do. When they did one-on-ones, it was great. You know what I'm saying, Mo? You know how we get excited when it gets to one-on-ones, because that's where we really get to see if you can understand how to work in space. We can understand if you know how to use leverage. We can understand if you got if your foot is placed in the right place, or if you're playing off the backside of somebody. Like, we can see these technical things that we know will translate into the game. So these type showcases, I think are really good, and especially if we can bring these guys down south to come see some of this. And again, people think of Florida football. What do they think of? South Florida. But there's so much football in between there. We had a kid from Lincoln High School out of Tallahassee that was there this weekend. Now, I mean, he was a 6'6" offensive tackle. Good feet. He moved well. But, again, that's not a stomping ground for everybody. Not everybody's going to go recruit that area. Being here in Kissimmee, a lot of people don't recruit every place around Kissimmee. They go to the Osceola High School, and, if you can kind of shimmy something down from there, you got to shake it. Or you got to have great ties, like you guys had great ties. Or, I have some ties here and there that we're able to pull people to come in and see, and we're able to get athletes into other spots. But, I definitely want to do more showcases. I want to do things because recruitment is very important for these kids. We need to give them a shot. We got to give them away.
Yeah, man, most definitely. So, me and Mo, we were college coaches, high school coaches. We were former athletes, right? So we've seen all that perspective when it came to the recruiting process. So as a parent, which is, I'm a parent right now, but she wanted some change. She ain't ready for that yet. How was it like? How was that part of the recruiting process as a parent? The stress level, the knowledge level, how every aspect of it. How was it? Trying to help your son, find that dream school or that school that worked for him, academically and athletically.
Man, you see all these grades, man. It was tough. I went the route of NCSA. I paid that money. And don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm mad about it or anything. Like, it's a great platform. You know what I'm saying? If you want to open your kid up to all the areas and all the schools right there, NCSA is an amazing way. But it's expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's expensive to pay for that luxury to be able to do that. But in Donovan's case, it worked out. We went from going through the season and not getting a lot of offers his senior year, and Mo, y'all were there with me, man. Those days, frustrated as hell, beating on tables. We sitting there looking through conferences, trying to decide what conference would be better to put him in, who might need help at that certain position. It's a lot of tedious work that goes into it. Then you got to look for these awkward scholarships. Like, what was it, Mo? The size 13 shoe, you could get money. Like, it was, all left hand, if you could write with your left hand.
The goofy scholarships, man. Goofy scholarships.
Yeah. Like, we sat down and we went through all of those things, but NCSA was a great thing. Give a shout out to my man Terrence Hill. He's doing something here in Central Florida. It's called Next Level Expectations, and he's kind of starting almost like his own avenue to help kids get placed in the schools or find schools of interest. Young brother I went to school with at Dr. Phillips, and he's really pushing, trying to help. He's got track kids, he's got softball kids. So if you're on IG, check him out. Next Level Expectation. He's really doing big things, but that being a dad and a coach is tough. because when I would sit down and talk to coaches, I knew who was blowing smoke and who was for real. You know, because as a coach, you already understand, like, man, look, my kid is not running a 4.5 40, so you already don't really want him. Like, you want somebody that's running 4.5. You want somebody that's running, you know, you might take somebody that's running a 4.6, but you're not finna take him if he's running a 4.8, 4.9. Like, that's not what you want at a running back, you know. But I would sit there and, you know, we wrote down that list of what Donovan was and what Donovan needed to work hard to be able to check off those boxes, and we just kept it realistic. You know what I'm saying? We knew off the rip, you know, he wasn't going to be a D1 kid. And, you know, it's not being a knock to my kid, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be realistic. You're not going to sell him, oh, we're getting you into UM right now, and you know good and well he's not going to UM. So you got to be realistic with your child. You got to sit down and you got to look at him, and you got to look at what's going on. And you got to say, okay, this could be a good fit for him. You know, Donovan had a good GPA. He was a 3.0 kid. He did okay on his SAT, but he had what it took to get into AMC. He had a couple other schools that were looking at him during the time, and, you know, we used to sit down, and you guys were great helps, man, and actually helped me to even understand more about recruiting to help other kids, because, you know, you guys kept it real with me, and even like now, you know, as soon as Biggie got his highlights from this year, you guys were the first one I sent it out to, and like I was like, don't sugarcoat it. Tell me exactly what you see. I need to know if you were trying to recruit him. Are you willing to say, yeah, I want to give this kid an offer? Or are you going to say, hey, you need to fix this before you could get an offer? Like, ask what I need to hear. So, and you got to have those people in your corner. And I praise God that I got you guys around me, because you guys keep it real. You kept it real with me. And those things, and I didn't sugarcoat it with him. When I sat down with Biggie, I sat down and I showed him the text messages. This is exactly what Coach O said. This is exactly what Coach Mo said. So he understands. Be realistic, you know, be realistic, and don't, as a parent, we want the best for our kid, but don't accumulate a higher amount of money because you want your kid to go to this school when he can go to another school and it's not going to stress your pocket as much. Like, we don't overextend yourself. Now, if it's because that piece of paper is going to mean a little bit more because he goes to that school, then I can understand it. But if you just doing it because it's a better football program and they did it, at the end of the day, if that kid is not an NFL talent kid, let him finish out his football career and enjoy himself, but get that degree. Because at the end of the day, you know, that's what we want. We want them to be successful, but don't break the bank. You know what I'm saying? Mo was the one telling me, because you know, Mo, I was about to sign, you know, get him into another school, and that was going to be like $12,000 out of my pocket. Where was I going to get it?
Exactly. At the end of the day, man, you got to look at that dollar sign, because if the dollar sign don't match up, then, like you said, where am I going to get that money from? Where am I going to pull that out from? So you got to look at everything, man. Got to. No. And yeah, you gotta be true with yourself. That's one thing a lot of these kids don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody want to go D1. Everybody wants to go play big time ball.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what we grow up watching. You know, you watch football on Saturdays. You know, you got the Michigans versus Ohio State, Florida State versus Florida, or Florida State versus UM. You know, you got those big games, and everybody wants to play in them big games. But realistically, everybody's not going to play in those big games. You know, and that's one thing a lot of these high school kids got to realize. They got to be realistic with themselves. You know, you got to look at every avenue and every aspect, you know, because, shoot, I'm 6'6" on a good day. You know, ain't nobody taking no 6'6" guard or center at the D1 level. Unless you Jeff
right.
Saturday. You know, you got to be a freak of nature.
Right.
but other than that, man, like.
But you know what, man? My I think kids need to go out and travel and see some of these D3s and D2s and NAIA schools, because I'll be honest with you,
they're nice. They're nice.
Listen, when we were at Point, I can tell you the exact moment when Donovan got his offer. We were at Point Siena. We were coaching JV. The field was muddy. Donovan came over to help us, but he was in the stands. And next thing I know, he came running up behind me and threw his phone in front of me while I was calling the defensive play. And he was like, Anna Maria just offered me, Dad. We hadn't seen, bro, I couldn't tell you where Paxton, Massachusetts was. I ain't know nothing about it. Just, okay, cool. Let's see what else pops through. You know, a couple other schools popped through, a couple other schools popped up. But the fact that Coach Maroney and his staff, after they sent him the offer, they reached out to him again. The coach that was recruiting him, Banfield, came down to Liberty to see Donovan. And remember, he came to the locker room, sat down with us, talked with us, really showed a genuine interest in Donovan to the point where, okay, we're gonna go ahead and make that trip. So we were going to make the trip to see Anna Maria and Missouri Baptist and one of the Wesleyans. I can't remember which one it was. But when Donovan stepped off of that plane, yeah, that's it. When Donovan stepped off of that plane and the energy and excitement that he had was infectious. Like we could feel it in the car on the ride there. But when we pulled into the campus, and when you pull into their campus at AMC, you pull right in front of their football field. Bro, I got chills. I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like, the field is right here in the very front of the school. Like, that's the first thing you see? Man, that's telling you something. So, Dan Maroney, like, took us around, walked us around campus, took us to go eat, and, like, he sat down with us. And as we were getting ready to walk, I leaned over to him and I was like, listen, just give it to me real. Like, you don't have to sell me on anything. Just give me the real life facts. Like, is this kid going to be able to come here and do something for you? And he looked at me and he was like, I like you already. And that's, from that point, Donovan was sold. Now, you can see all of these big things from all these D1 schools and all these traditions and all these things they have. These cats have what they call an AMCAT walk, where they walk from their locker room area around their stadium, and they come through the tailgate section to go onto the field. It's the livest thing I've seen, bro. I love it. And it's one of those things that, okay, this is a small D3 school, but just like everyone else has a tradition, touch a rock, touch a sign, come down, play inside the hedges. They got their own things too. So Don't be sold on just going D1. These D3s have amazing traditions and things that you can buy into and feel. And you will, who cares? Just go enjoy life. Find some place that fits for you and where you feel it and you love it. And you can have those same experiences. Probably even better.
Yeah. Go somewhere you truly want it, man. Go somewhere you truly want it. They show an effort in you. They show interest in you. That's where you need to go. Man,
100%.
If they willing to come down to see you from like you said, Massachusetts, come down to your house, come down to your school, anything like that, shoot. And the money line up, the money line up good. Why not? They want it. So, little knowledge for you youngsters out there that listen to the podcast, you high schoolers. The D1 bus, man, mindset is toxic. Everybody ain't D1, bro. Be truthful with yourself.
It's true.
Be truthful with yourself. All right. Shoot, I played NAIA ball. O played Division II ball. And I know right now, half y'all ain't as big as me and O. Alright, so just be truthful with yourself, man. Be truthful with yourself. Y'all ain't as big as us and y'all ain't as strong as us. So just be truthful with yourself, man. So
and for real,
wasn't no slouches on the field.
And just playing me, playing the D2. Like, I'm a 6'5". When my playing days, I was 6'5", 300. You know what I'm saying? And at the D2 level, bro, first of all, I played JUCO. Right, I signed D2, went to JUCO. My roommate went to Florida State. Played a little bit. The whole D line there was D1, Power 5 D1, right? I went to Washburn D2. Those were my boys at Fort Scott. None of them went to the league. No one got signed. They had mini camps and all that. Bruh, I played with two guys that are still in the NFL right now from Washburn, a D2 school. They got the talent, bro. It's just a smaller school. You know what I'm saying? Like, every level has the talent. It's just a smaller school, less money. You know what I'm saying? So, kids, bruh, half y'all kids, like Mo said, in high school right now, y'all will get exposed by a D2 or D3 kid. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, bro. You will get exposed by teachers. I got signed to Washburn, and like, man, I went to Fort Scott, bro. I was facing D1 talent every day. Bro, I got exposed my first week. I was talking that shit. Man, y'all ain't shit. The boy's strong and been in the program all 4 years. I'm like, oh, snap, I gotta pick it up, bro. Shit, D2 real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
Football, Look, I coach with my dude, BJ Butler, and he played at Louisville, and he went on to play at he won 2 championships with the Barnstormers in Iowa. And bro, like, we sit down and the one thing I love about him, man, he's a big dude, bro. I mean, dude look like Thanos, bro. Like, ain't no joke. Like, he real deal Holyfield. But he keep it real with the kids, man. Like, we sit down and we tell them about who they are and how they play, and like, we scheme our defense to fit our kids because we want our kids to be able to maximize their talent and maximize what they understand. Because then that makes it easy for us to sell them to a college, because we can tell them, hey, yo, we're this, this, and this. We run this front. This is why we do this. This is what this kid is good at. And we let the kid know, hey, it's great to have that D1 thought, but this is where we feel like you're going to fit.
Yeah.
These are the schools that we feel like we can, this school runs this kind of defense kind of similar to what we do. You will fit in that school. Let's reach out to those coaches. Let's put you in the right places. It's nothing worse than seeing a kid do great numbers in high school, but pick the wrong school to go to and doesn't fit, and like either never makes the field, or when he does get on the field, he gets exposed because he's not used to playing in that kind of scheme or in that kind of setup. And now you did your kid a disservice, because not only did you not prepare him properly, but now he's suffering. Now they got to build because he's at a school and he may not have gotten a full ride to. He never touched the field, but why? Because you weren't realistic with this kid. You let this kid bite off more than he can chew, and now not only did he bite it off, his parents bit it off.
Yep. Exactly. That bill got to get paid.
Yeah.
One way or another, they gonna get it. They gonna get it.
Ain't nobody washing dishes.
Nah.
I got another question. I got a decent question right here. So I was, me and Mo, former college athletes. You know what I'm saying? My mom didn't know shit about football. Don't know about the recruiting process, none of that stuff. So I went off to school. She thought it was just like high school. Come home, do my day to day. But college football damn near a full-time job. You going into class. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to practice, film, weights in the morning. You're busy all day through the whole year. So how was, you being a knowledgeable parent, a football coach at the high school level, and knowing, how, grueling football is, and, you had an idea of how college ball is. How was it like being a resource to your son? Because I guarantee you there's a couple times he called like, dang, this is hard, or, I'm stressed out. I call my mom, she's like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. You ain't doing nothing. You just playing football. All right, Mom. Yeah, a bit, but you understand, how the work that goes into it. So how was it like having you as a resource, for mental health and all that type of stuff?
I think he responds to it. I could be that jerk when I got to be that jerk. You know what I'm saying? But I think that more than anything, y'all have been around me with Donovan. We have a really amazing relationship. I think I have an amazing relationship with all my kids. Donovan was a little bit different, when Donovan was born. You know, y'all know the story. When Donovan was born, he was premature. He had, you know, heart issues. They said that he would never play a sport. He would never do anything athletic. He was on a apnea monitor for a whole year. You know, we didn't take him out of the hospital for almost a month after he was born. He was on the apnea monitor for a whole year. My mom made us read Psalms 91 over him every day. So to see him go through the things that he goes through, and people tell him that he's not going to succeed doing this, he's not going to succeed doing that, and to see his tenacity and the way he keeps attacking things, we have that kind of relationship. So when he comes to me about, you know, the hardships of what's going on in school and, you know, Dad, I got to do this paper, I got to practice, and, you know, Dad, I didn't eat today, you know, we really sit down and we break it down. And, you know, if I could find a way that he could have done something better, I'm a grill it to him. But he always knows that he has that avenue to come talk to me, because I'm not going to be like, oh, just that's too much. You can handle it. You can I've been there. I understand. I can deal with it. But even with that, now we're not going to have sympathy. Now we got to figure out how to fix it. We got to figure out how to make it happen. You know, he's had his troubles in school, like we all did. You know, slowing up, not wanting to go to class, getting behind on stuff. But when he does that, then, you know, I put my foot in his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make it easy. But I'm not also gonna be a tyrant to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just throw it off to the side. So I think he has a good way of being able to. I think we have a good relationship to be able to play the middle. Because, you know, if you come to me with some BS, bro, I'm calling you on the BS. I'm calling you on it. But yeah, it's tough. Like, you know, the things that we ask athletes to do, it's a lot. It's a heavy load. And I think that's some of the things that on a high school level, we have to teach these kids to prepare them for that when they get ready to go to college. Because it's a different beast once you walk into that college, and now you don't have somebody telling you, oh, you got to go to this period, you got to go to that period. You can sleep in if you want to sleep in. That's going to be you failing. You know, ain't nobody calling you to wake you up every day.
Exactly. That's one thing a lot of high school kids they don't understand, is that when they go to college, man, it's on you.
Yeah,
it's on you. You're an adult, so you know that's something a lot of kids gotta realize, especially, you know, going into college athletics. You are an adult, and you're expected to be at meetings. You're expected to be at weights. You're expected to be at practice. Shoot, you're expected to eat at a certain time. You know, if you're given the itinerary, everything on that itinerary you're supposed to be at. All right.
Yeah.
I remember just going on away trips. They had everything time based from when we eat, from when we stopped on buses to rest stops, to what we ate, to even when we had to go to sleep, and when we had to wake up and be at breakfast, and just different check-in times, man. It's just a lot of kids, they do struggle with that responsibility, and yeah, you know, having you as a resource to come talk to, and having somebody there to just coach you through that is huge, especially because, I mean, I'm like you, like, I didn't have nobody. Like, my mom, she, like you said, she thought, oh, you just up there, you're playing football, you know, so you're not tired. I'm like, bro, I'm dead. I'm dog tired. Like, I'm sleepy. I'm dog tired. Like, dang, bro. And I still got to go to class? Whew. But, yeah, I mean,
yep.
A lot of kids don't realize that, man. Like, for you to play college athletics, any sport, man, you got to truly love what you do. You know, you got to truly love 100%. What you do, because it's a big sacrifice, you know. I say this all the time. I really wasn't a college student until my last semester. You know, once I was done with football, then I could really experience everything. I mean, being a college student is fun, man. It's fun as hell. But I really didn't get that college student experience till I was done with football. You know, I had to do my job. I mean,
right.
Shoot, they helped pay for my schooling, so shoot, I signed on the dotted line. You sign your life away. You know, that's 4 years, man.
Yep.
You gotta do your time, man. You gotta do your bid.
Do that time, boy.
I'm about to do mine again.
Hey,
Yeah, get it done, man.
it's all right, man.
You know you can do it. You know you
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But shoot, we're gonna move on a little bit. You know, we're gonna talk a little sports with you. We're gonna wrap it up with our sports wrap up.
Yes, sir.
We're just gonna I'm gonna keep it in the NFL, you know, because you're a former Bethune-Cookman Wildcat. Speaking on the Florida Classic, y'all. I'm gonna just leave that alone. You know, it wasn't too good for y'all. FAMU had a hell of a year though. They had a great year.
You know what, man? And props to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, the tide got to turn every once in a while.
That's what makes it a true rivalry. So
absolutely,
gotta tip your hat
absolutely,
got to tip your hat to him.
Coach Simmons doing his thing.
No, they had a very successful. He is. You know you're doing something right when you got Deion Sanders on his IG bigging you up to get another job.
Yeah.
So like that's he's doing his thing, man. Big ups to Fan.
But
I can't believe I just said that.
Oh, you gonna get some hate mail in the morning, boy.
I probably will, man. But hey, look, HBCU, it's all love, all the way across the board.
For sure. But sure, I want to talk to you about, man, cause just speaking to you, bro. I know you a diehard Raiders fan.
You know it.
It's been a hell of a season for you, dog.
Die hard.
It's been a
hell of a season.
But
when is it not, though? When is it not?
Adversity that is
when is it not? When is it not, brother?
It, bro. Oh man,
bro, it's bro. When have we had anything to celebrate, bro? It's been a minute.
Man. Y'all just. Oh man, just.
We beat Dallas.
Watching it. Yeah, y'all did beat Dallas today. So I mean, okay, that's something I wanted to talk to you about because y'all last like 5 games is pretty hard, and y'all knocked off Dallas. So y'all season is still y'all could still possibly make the playoffs. It's possible. Y'all got to win out.
Yeah, that part. I mean, we're just not consistent.
That's our biggest problem, bro.
We're not consistent. I mean. I don't know, bro. Listen, I mean, we always look. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know. Hey, look, y'all probably gonna get a lot of mess when I say this. If it is a New England and Tampa Super Bowl, I'm not watching.
I'm not watching that.
Yeah, Tampa. Boy.
I'm not watching.
Tampa gonna be back.
I ain't trying to do shit for you either, man.
In LA. And we winning it. Yeah, we winning it in LA. Let me get closer. Matter of fact,
social media.
Let me pull my mic over.
Hear that.
Hey, we winning it in LA this year.
Look at him.
Tom Brady going back to back. Hey, you know I got my jacket ready. You know
I already know you do.
Big boy, ready.
I already know you do.
I got my little sign back here. You know, it's a little small right now, but that's the Buck sign. You know. It got our longitude and latitude. So, longitude and latitude, dang, some folks gonna try and get how I pronounce that.
What's that?
You know what's bad? I live in New England, and I got Mo. Mo, one of my boys, right? So, if the Patriots make the Super Bowl, I gotta see all these civilians wearing Patriot shit all damn day, talk about the Patriots. I'll probably puke every day, and I gotta deal with this man in my other ear. Oh, it's Tampa Bay, Tom Brady, the Super Bowl. So I hope that don't happen. Don't put that in.
Because he know.
Don't put that in.
He know I got the memes ready.
They already putting it out there. Like that's like the talk.
Lord. I hope.
I'm not a Tom Brady hater. I do believe he's a great quarterback. He's all that goat talk, great. Everything else.
The great.
I'm just not. Bro, I don't care to watch him.
I'm saying.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's all right. Super Bowl Sunday. It's gonna be Tom versus Macaroni and Cheese Jones, and I'm telling you right now.
And look, you already know.
Tom.
I don't like him from the tuck rule anyway.
Ooh.
You already know that.
Some of the kids don't know about that. Tuck rule.
Yeah, they don't know about that. That's
championship.
You
don't like
went over
it.
their head with that one.
Don't like it. With that one. I know, man. They got to do research, though. That's what we told them to do. Research.
It's all research.
Told you I was going to date myself in this.
Yeah, man.
But, man, we used to sit down and chop it up and talk all of that stuff. Oh, yo, What was the best conversation that we ever had? Remember when we tried to do our top 5 basketball?
That's so hard, man. That's so hard.
Remember that whiteboard had names all the way across.
Yep, because everybody was like, nah, hold on, I need him. Like, yeah. Good old days, man.
That was fun.
Good old days.
Yeah. We talked. We had some great conversations in that classroom.
Great combos, man. You know, shoot, we
you guys
appreciate
on the scoop.
Oh yeah, on the football scoop every day.
Every day.
That's how you get them
All
college
the time.
jobs, man.
Resume sent.
Football scoop. Yep.
You might not get rich on the
shoot,
scoop,
man.
Hey.
There you go.
You gotta get some. Yeah, man. We had great convos then, and we appreciate you for another great convo today, man. You know we had to get you on the Head to Head podcast. You seen us when we was all in, like you said, all in the classroom together, just chopping it up, speaking football 24/7, or just speaking sports 24/7. That's the thing. We just don't watch football. We watch everything. We own everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Episode 11, y'all. We got Coach Biggz on here. We appreciate y'all for listening. Apex Bully, what is it? Apex Bully Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Right? That's the brand.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna be blasting that all
That's the
on
brand.
here. Next time he has another account, we're gonna get the information. We're gonna blast it on here for you listeners and everything. All right, this is what we do on the Head to Head, man. We bring people on the show, and we get them to tell us about what they got going on and try and help the community. Speak on health, wellness, and just getting into college, any type of sports, anything like that, anything to help the community. We had another great guest today, and our homeboy Coach Biggz. We appreciate you coming on, telling your story, and we appreciate everybody for listening and tuning in to episode 11 of the Head to Head podcast with your boy Mo and O, man. That's all I got to say.
I appreciate y'all.
Great one.
Appreciate
Yeah, I gotta
man.
shout out my kids, man, because they keep running by here. So shout out to Biggie, shout out to Maya, shout out to Donovan, Mundo. I had to, man, because they've been running in and out.
Got to.
Let me catch them on the street.
Great kid. Yeah. We're gonna catch them out there. Shoot.
I appreciate y'all fellas, man. Love.
All love, brother. All
Y'all
love.
take it easy, man. Y'all
Y'all
be
take
blessed.
it easy.
Appreciate y'all for watching.